Hey guys, Generation here, coming at you live from Burlington, Vermont Hospital once again. I'm still here. They're just treating my facial burns still, but I should be out tomorrow, which is good news. So I wanted to bring you a set of Open Masters here. We did two sets. One was a 4-1 and the other was a 3-2. We did experience some significant lag, as you guys will see when I bring you the next two sets, which are from Premier League, Ultra Premier. So first we're going to bring you this set. I consider it a spicy team, but it does really well. I think that we are now one set off. After all said and done, we're one set off rank 9, so we're almost there. Then we can kind of relax and start doing nothing but spicy teams. So this team consists of Shadow Gyarados in the lead, of course. I like to do that because it puts on the shield pressure. After Shadow Gyarados in the back, we have Giratina Altered because I think it's a very flexible Pokemon and a very tanky Pokemon. And then in the way back, oftentimes used as a safe swap, we have a Armored Mewtwo. I think Armored Mewtwo runs best with Dynamic Punch and Psy Strike. That kind of helps with the Snorlax that you can tend to run into. And this team actually does handle the Articuno teams all right. You'd think that it might have some struggle against them, but I have done pretty well against them. I think I'm like 2-1 against Articuno teams. So just so you know, its biggest threat will probably be ice teams like that. But anyway, let's get into the battles and see how this goes. Obviously, we had thrown a bait and it worked. We had thrown the Aqua Tail. So I'm hoping that this trainer thinks that this is another Aqua Tail, which they do. They let it through. And we are able, with 2 shields, to take down the opponent. Now, you know, with teams like this, where you lead something squishy, oftentimes being down shields, it's okay. Or if you run out of shields, also okay. We have a Melmetal here, so obviously what we want to do is get to that Dynamic Punch. Dynamic Punch is kind of our way of handling Melmetals, right? So let's see, is this going to be the Rock Slide? It's going to be a Superpower, which means he's bailing, right? Yeah, and he bails. In comes the Swampert. So we're going to go ahead and Psy Strike this thing. Now, Swamperts are a tough matchup. I mean, their Earthquakes hit really hard. Their Hydro Cannon is very spammy. As you guys remember from our Great League team, it's a tough Pokemon to beat. So we go ahead and swap in the Giratina Altered, so that way we can realign our Armored Mewtwo with this thing, or with the Melmetal if we have to. Okay, so here comes the Earthquake. You can see it does do quite a bit of damage. We build up a little bit of extra energy. Right now we're at enough where a Dragon Claw should kill it. And yep, Dragon Claw just barely does kill it. So in comes the Melmetal. I assume he's going to be dropping his Rock Slide here. Let's see. He does drop his Rock Slide. Okay. Now, it would have been best if we were able to get out of there with the Giratina a little bit earlier. But unfortunately we weren't. Luckily, he does throw his energy right off, so there goes the Rock Slides. Now we can bring out the Armored Mewtwo and just try to get to that Dynamic Punch. There it is, Dynamic Punch. Now you see how we clicked on Dynamic Punch and it threw another charged move without us planning on doing that? It's been doing that a lot to me recently. I'm not sure if you guys have noticed it or not, but for some reason when I throw a charged move, sometimes it'll just go with another quick move, and I'll have to hit it again, and I know it isn't registering that charge move, so something's going on here. Anyway, we are able to take the win in the first game. So yeah, I think this is I would prefer to put up the 3-2 sets. Sometimes I accidentally put up the 4-1s. I think this one is the 3-2 though, so we'll see here. Once again, Open Ultra League. We're gonna give you teams from both. I think that it's important to be able to run Ultra Premier and Open Ultra. Personally, I think they're both just as fun. It's not like Master League, where I really think Open Masters is more fun. And to be honest, I'm surprised that we got Ultra Premier. Yeah, we were kind of blessed. I'm sorry this video's coming out a little bit late. I had to wait until after my medication rounds came through. My medication, they put stuff on my burn and give me morphine and things like that to keep me comfortable while this thing heals on my face. But yeah, other than that, everything is going well. This is now the second time because they came in and did my vitals when I was filming before. I kind of had to explain to them, well, I'm a content creator on YouTube. I make Pokemon videos, and they kind of laughed at me. But One of those, oh, people still play Pokemon? And I'm like, yeah, you know, a lot of people play Pokemon. So here we go. We're going to get the Ice Punch, which isn't going to do much damage from this thing. Basically, we're just trying to outpace it because we're going to be doing just about as much damage as it does. But this is a tough Pokemon. I like Poliwrath. I think Poliwrath is a great choice for both leagues in Ultra. And yeah, big fan of Poliwrath. I'm happy to see these Gen 1 Pokemon, you know, be used now. And some of them come back to life because a lot of them had been, you know, kind of phased out in PvP. Here comes another Ice Punch. And trying to get to that second Dragon Claw so that we can throw 2. Because as you'll be able to see, 2 should be able to take it out at that range. Just survive. Okay, there's the second Dragon Claw. That time it registered the charge move, so that's good. Out comes the first one. Out comes the second one. There we go. Make sure to get all of our bubbles. Very important when you're doing damage that's like that close to what you need to do to win. So we were able to win that matchup, but let's see what happens here. Okay, they send out that Zangoose. This thing is a problem. I mean, basically, yeah, it's a problem for us. It can do a lot of damage. It can charge up energy very quickly. Yeah, there, we're able to scare it out. We have to sack the Mewtwo here because we need to keep that Gyarados alive. So our only hope is to sack the Mewtwo, hope to put enough damage on this thing that we can build up to 2 Aqua Tails, finish this thing off, and then right at the end, finish off the Zangoose. That's the only play we have right now. So we're going to go for the Psystrike. Because we are trying to get rid of his last shield. His last shield is kind of a problem for us. And there it is, okay. So now we still have 1 shield left. And we really want to get to that Psystrike. That 30% damage or so that it's going to do to Muck is going to be really important. And we are unable to. Okay, so there's the Aqua Tails. Really trying to build up here. Now we do have to shield. And it looks like what might happen is we might end up having to double Aqua Tail the Muck in order to get through this. So we'll see here. There it is. Okay, so we get to the Aqua Tails. You guys saw that fast move register, right? Because I saw that fast move register, and for some reason it didn't charge up to the second Aqua Tail. So there's the first one. See? Okay, I had to do another quick attack afterwards in order to charge up to it. So once again, you'll see weak connection come up. You'll see the lag kind of interject and have its way with us. And that's where we wanted that Aqua Tail, because we would have, yeah, see, that Aqua Tail would have just won us the match. So, yeah, very close match, very good game against a team that is, you know, countering us. So I think we did very well in that matchup. Okay, good effort. That's fine, Niantic. Rub it in our face, right? Okay, so we're 1-1 right now, okay? I'm excited because we lost and we learned a lot from that matchup. Now we know how to approach that team next time. Okay, Harry P247 is our next matchup. Let's see how we do. Game number 3. In comes the Shadow Gyarados. In comes the Muck. Man, Muck is such a stamp on this team. It's really tough. So we really, really want to win this matchup and get off as much damage as humanly possible, right? Oh, here comes the Aqua Tail. Let's see if he decides to shield or not. Nope. That's bad. That's bad. Getting the shields out of him is important just because our quick move does outpace him. But the problem is with the charged moves, right? We have to dump shields now, and he realizes that he doesn't. And right there, we are in 1 Aqua Tail range, but he has a Dark Pulse saved up. So we're going to go ahead and throw the Crunch against this thing, hoping that he thinks it's an Aqua Tail. And nope, he shields. So he used the shield when he should have used the shield, and when we wanted him to use the shield, he didn't. So that's just how it goes sometimes. This is clearly a good player. They know what they're doing. Out comes the Ancient Power. Trying to get to that Crunch. Hit the Aqua Tail. 1 fast move in, but once again, it's not registering until a fast move after right now. And look at this lag. You see that? He charged up to an entire move in the time it took for our lag to kind of settle there. So that's what frustrates me about this game. Sometimes, you can't beat the lag. And once again, we should have been one fast move ahead of him. There should not have been a CMP tie there. There just shouldn't have been. There it goes. Dragon Claw coming out of Giratina. Yeah, and you see with how much health he had, he should not have gotten that extra Dragon Tail off. We should have been able to. Here comes a Dark Pulse from the Muck. Gonna finish off the Giratina. So as you can see, he was able to play that to his advantage, right? We know it's super effective, but it still doesn't do a ton of damage to Giratina. So we have to bring out the Mewtwo. We don't really have a choice at this point. We have the shield, so at least we know we can burn him down. And that way we have something ready for what's in the back. I mean, that was really our only play at this point. And it's a Gengar. Uh-oh. 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 And he has a shield. That's not good, because if he gets a Shadow Ball off, we're dead, and the game's over, right? Side Strike coming out. He uses his shield now. So good shield usage by our opponent. And of course, it's not going to register that Confusion, which would have put it at, what, 6% health? We're dead. And that's game. Now, we almost had that game very close, but that lag with the Giratina, that screwed us over real hard. So now let's go into game 4. I mean, there's nothing we can do about that. We've learned something from both those losses. We know we should have won that second game. But let's go ahead and see if we can fight through the lag and win our last 2 games, guys. Here we go. Numa 2137. Let's go, Numa. Alright, Melmetal. Now, luckily, we do know how to handle these Melmetals, right? They usually don't swap right out when you bring in your Mewtwo, which is a good thing. Let's see, what's he going to throw? Is he going to throw and dip? Rock Slide coming out. Not going to shield it, just because Armored Mewtwo is such a tank. And here comes a Swampert, okay? So we're just going to Side Strike this thing, man. Here comes Side Strike number 1. See if he decides to shield. He does. Gonna get another Confusion. Side Strike number 2. See, I don't know what's with that delay, but that's the delay that I'm talking about. Okay, so we got another shield coming up. Hydro Cannon. Okay, we're preserving the Mewtwo. Out comes the Side Strike. Let's see what he decides to do in this matchup. He decides to shield. Okay, so he's used both his shields and lag. You see this? And that's really bad when you lag with Armored Mewtwo like that. That's really frustrating. Yeah, he's used both shields. Now we're forced to use another shield. But once again, playing with this lag is just impossible. Now, can anybody tell me why I swapped out there when we're just 1 attack away from Dynamic Punch? Because he has no shields left and a Melmetal in the back, right? And who's the best at taking out the Melmetal? Our Armored Mewtwo. So I quickly swap in the Giratina to try to get those moves off, and we'll kind of go from there. As you can see, he does bring it out now, so he's going to hit us with the Earthquake, and we're going to go ahead and take it out with the Giratina.
Hi, David, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Can I ask you one thing? This is the special room,
Mm-hmm. 1 second, guys. Yep.
If we need to move on that side, is that okay?
That's fine. I'll move to any room you guys need me in.
Okay.
Yep.
But it's the bigger one, but it's double room.
Yeah, that's fine.
Double?
Yep, bigger room's fine.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything you guys need.
I will let you know
Okay.
when we are going to move.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, sorry about that, guys. So anyway, yeah, just a little bit of the nurse coming in here. I guess they want me to swap over rooms up in the burn unit right now, so rooms are kind of tight up here. So anyway, where was I? Yes, he has a Melmetal in the back, right? That's the issue. Melmetal is what we need to take care of. Now, lining up the Mewtwo against the Melmetal is critical. Here we go. Remember, we were 1 Confusion away, right? That Confusion registers. Doesn't really matter what he throws because we are going to get off this Dynamic Punch. Here comes a Rock Slide. There we go. Come on, dynamic punch. There it is. All right. Let's see how this goes. Dynamic punch does go through. Just about kills him. Right where we need him to be. One more. Come on, baby. Oh, so close. So close. Just a sliver of health. This is the difference between lag and not lag. This game is so precise that even the smallest little bit of lag can really throw you off. Now, can Giratina pull it out for us? Come on, Giratina. Yes, we do. We just barely. Thank goodness it's a slow, quick move Pokemon like a Charizard. And we are able to get off that Dragon Claw and take the win, guys. So we're even. We are broken even. Even with the lag, we were able to, come through. Obviously, this team can be a lot more dominant if you're not playing in a time when we're still dealing with the lag. But we're going to go ahead and get into our last game and see if we can turn this around and come out with a winning set. I'm so excited to feature this team. I love the Ultra League. Ultra League is so much fun. Okay, so Diedrich 98. We're coming up against him. Let's see. Clefable. And as you guys can see, we're still playing some rank 10s in this level, and look at the lag. Do you guys see that? I mean, against a Charmer, it's not the best. It's not the best to have lag like that against a Charmer. So we're going to throw the Aqua Tail. I mean, at this point, there's nothing we can do. We weren't able to get those charge moves in to get up to that second Aqua Tail right off the rip there. So we're just going to have to let it go down. I mean, there's nothing we can do about it. So there's Aqua Tail 2 that should have already have gotten off, and we would have been on our way to Aqua Tail 3. So now, instead of getting off 3 Aqua Tails, we only got off 2 because the whole start of that match was nothing but lag. Okay, here comes Mewtwo. Gonna come out and do its thing. You can go ahead and charm me. I'm gonna confusion you, so you're gonna be getting hit hard too. Meteor Mash comes through. We did shield it. That's good. Okay, almost. One more. Oh, that one last quick move. We were one quick move away from taking that Clefable out. It had already gone through, but it just didn't register, so it should be dead after this. Let's see. Yeah, it's dead. So the quick move did go through, but didn't register before he threw the charge move. So now he is up a shield, so we're going to throw a Psy Strike at this Giratina. Now, Giratina isn't so much a wall against Armored Mewtwo as it is against normal Mewtwo. You can get some good damage in. And he throws a Swampert in against our Giratina, which I guess is okay. It's a nice shiny Swampert. I do like that. There's a shiny Swampert and a shiny Giratina, so that's cool. Let's see here. In comes Dragon Claw. You guys will see that we actually use 2 shiny Pokemon as well in our Premier Team. So that'll be fun. That's coming out later today, guys. As soon as I finish up this video, I'm going to get to editing and working on the second video, and you guys can watch some Premier battles if that's your thing. So I want to, I don't want to just cater to one or the other. I want people to see some cool teams, some spicy picks from both sides of the aisle. Now, we did get him to burn his last shield. That is incredible. Remember, we've had to work with 2 Pokemon because of the lag. We've had to work with 2 Pokemon against the opponent's team. So close. Yeah, he's going to have to Hydro Cannon us by the looks of it. Yep. Couldn't quite get to the Earthquake. So we are able to farm him down. And then just start launching. Dragon Claw. That's very critical, very important that we got that off with no shields. And here comes Mewtwo with the Psy Strike. And that is how the match should be played. Even though we would have had a whole nother Pokemon had the lag not kind of screwed us up there. It screwed up our swapping, it screwed everything up, our alignment, but we were able to pull through, guys, and we got a winning set there. I want to thank the community. You guys have been amazing. You guys have stuck through me, through all the crap that's been going on in my life lately, and I really appreciate that. You guys are, it's part of what gets me up in the morning. It really does help me, and I just want to sincerely thank every single one of you. The guys who are, there as soon as I drop a video, You guys are great. You know, Eric, Henry, Charles, you know, Pogo Science is here to check out all my videos. Go check out his channel. We got Quasar that comes over. Oxford U comes over. Daniel Z comes over. Thank you guys. It does mean a lot to me, and it helps me get through these tough times. And I think I'm only going to be in the hospital one more night. They are switching me over to a different room, as you heard the nurse come in and say. And I guess after tonight's done, I can get back to shooting wherever I end up. We're looking at apartments right now until we get our new house. And wherever it is, you know that I will be here bringing you guys some spicy, relevant, and good PvP action. You guys can probably learn something. So once again, thank you, and I will talk to you later. Bye, guys.